Vaults families to this week's Sunday Storytime. Get ready to mark your calendars with this week's news and coming events, which will be followed by a news story for the week. Can't wait to find out what it is. And the final segment will be our Mindful Minute with Mrs. Papa. Stay tuned. In this week's events at Vaults, the BPO meeting is happening March 4th at 6 p.m. Join the BPO parents.
La reunión de organización de padres en Vaults es el 4 de marzo a las 6 p.m.
Nut Day is coming on March 6th.
El día 6 de marzo no necesitan usar uniforme.
Mark your calendars for the BPO Family Bingo Night, happening March 20th at 6 p.m. Come out, win prizes, have fun.
Marquen sus calendarios para la noche de bingo familiar de la Organización de Padres en Vaults el 20 de marzo a las 6 p.m. Ven a divertirse.
It's Dr. SEUSS's birthday, so we have a treat for you. Our Sunday story time tonight is not one book, but two.
Welcome, Vaults families, to another episode of Sunday Storytime. My name is Mrs. Whiteside, and I am an English language development teacher here at Vaults. Tonight, I'll be reading The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. The sun did not shine, it was too wet to play, so we sat in the house all that cold, cold, wet day. I sat there with Sally, we sat there, we two, and I said, how I wish we had something to do. Too wet to go out and too cold to play ball, so we sat in the house, we did nothing at all. So all we could do was to sit, 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 sit. And we did not like it, not one little bit. Bump! And then something went bump. How that bump made us jump. We looked, then we saw him step in on the mat. We looked, and we saw him, the cat in the hat. And he said to us, "Why do you sit there like that? I know it is wet and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun that is funny." "I know some good games we could play," said the cat. "I know some new tricks," said the cat in the hat. "A lot of good tricks. I will show them to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do." Then Sally and I did not know what to say. Our mother was out of the house for the day. But our fish said, "No, no, make that cat go away. Tell that cat in the hat you do not want to play. He should not be here, he should not be about. He should not be here when your mother is out." Now, have no fear, said the cat. "My tricks are not bad," said the cat in the hat. "Why, we can have lots of good fun if you wish, with a game that I call Up, Up, Up with a Fish." "Put me down," said the fish. "This is no fun at all." "Put me down," said the fish. "I do not wish to fall." "Have no fear," said the cat. "I will not let you fall. I will hold you up high as I stand on a ball, with a book on one hand and a cup on my hat. But that is not all I can do," said the cats. Look at me now," said the cat, "with a cup and a cake on the top of my hat. I can hold up 2 books. I can hold up the fish and a little toy ship and some milk on a dish. And look, I can hop up and down on the ball, but that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. Look at me now. It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how. I can hold up the cup and the milk and the cake. I can hold up these books and the fish on a rake. I can hold a toy ship and a little toy man, and look, with my tail, I can hold a red fan. I can fan with a fan as I hop on the ball, but that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. That is what the cat said. Then he fell on his head. He came down with a bump from up there on the ball, and Sally and I, we saw all the things fall. And our fish came down too. He fell into a pot. He said, "Do I like this? Oh, no, I do not. This is not a good game," said our fish as he lit. "No, I do not like it. Not one little bit." "Now look what you did," said the fish to the cat. "Now look at this house. Look at this. Look at that. You sank our toy ship, sank it deep in the cake. You shook up our house and you bent our new rake. You should not be here when our mother is not. You get out of this house," said the fish in the pot. "But I like to be here. Oh, I like it a lot," said the cat in the hat to the fish in the pot. "I will not go away. I do not wish to go. And so," said the cat in the hat, so, I will show you another good game that I know." And then he ran out, and then fast as a fox, the cat in the hat came back in with a box, a big redwood box. It was shut with a hook. "Now look at this trick," said the cat. "Take a look." Then he got up on top with the tip of his hat. "I call this game Fun in a Box," said the cat. "In this box are two things I will show to you now. You will like these two things," said the cat with a bow. "I will pick up the hook. You will see something new. Two things, and I call them Thing 1 and Thing 2. These things will not bite you. They want to have fun." Then out of the box came Thing 2 and Thing 1. And they ran to us fast. They said, "How do you do? Would you like to shake hands with Thing 1 and Thing 2? And Sally and I did not know what to do, so we had to shake hands with Thing 1 and Thing 2. We shook their two hands, but our fish said, No, those things should not be in this house. Make them go. They should not be here when your mother is not. Put them out, said the fish in the pot. Have no fear, little fish, said the cat in the hat. These things are good things, and he gave them a pat. They are tame, oh so tame. They have come here to play. They will give you some fun on this wet, wet, wet day. Now here is a game that they like, said the cat. They like to fly kites, said the cat in the hat. No, not in the house, said the fish in the pot. They should not fly kites in a house. They should not. Oh, the things they will bump. Oh, the things they will hit. Oh, I do not like it. Not one little bit. Then Sally and I saw them run down the hall. We saw those two things bump their kites on the wall. Bump, thump, thump, bump. Down the wall in the hall. Thing 2 and Thing 1, they ran up, they ran down. On the string of one kite, we saw Mother's new gown, her gown with the dots that are pink, white, and red. Then we saw one kite bump on the head of her bed. Then those things ran about with big bumps, jumps, and kicks, and with hops and big thumps and all kinds of bad tricks. And I said, I do not like the way that they play. If Mother could see this, oh, what would she say? Then our fish said, look, look. And our fish shook with fear. Your mother is on her way home. Do you hear? Oh, what will she do to us? What will she say? Oh, she will not like it to find us this way. So, do something fast, said the fish. Do you hear? I saw her, your mother. Your mother is near. So as fast as you can, think of something to do. You'll have to get rid of Thing 1 and Thing 2. So as fast as I could, I went after my net, and I said, with my net, I can get them, I bet. I bet with my net, I can get those things yet. Then I let down my net. It came down with a plop, and I had them at last. Those two things had to stop. Then I said to the cat, now you do as I say. You pack up those things and you take them away. Oh dear, said the cat. You did not like our game. Oh dear, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Then he shut up the things in the box with a hook, and the cat went away with a sad kind of look. That is good, said the fish. He has gone away. Yes, but your mother will come. She will find this big mess. And this mess is so big and so deep and so tall, we cannot pick it up. There is no way at all. And then, who was back in the house? Why, the cat. Have no fear of this mess, said the Cat in the Hat. I always pick up all my playthings, and so I will show you another good trick that I know. Then we saw him pick up all the things that were down. He picked up the cake and the rake and the gown and the milk and the strings and the books and the dish and the fan and the cup and the ship and the fish. And he put them away. Then he said, "That is that." And then he was gone with a tip of his hat. Then our mother came in and she said to us too, "Did you have any fun? Tell me, what did you do?" And Sally and I did not know what to say. Should we tell her the things that went on there that day? Should we tell her about it? Now, what should we do? Well, what would you do if your mother asked you? Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for another episode of Sunday Storytime. Have a good night.
Welcome, Boss Family, to another episode of Sunday Storytime. My name is Mr. Mel, and I am a custodian. Tonight, I will be reading Yertle the Turtle. On the faraway island of Solomon Sond, Yertle the Turtle was king of the pond. A nice little pond. It was clean, it was neat. The water was warm, there was plenty to eat. The turtles had everything turtles might need, and they were all happy, quite happy indeed. They were until Yertle, the king of them all, decided the kingdom he ruled was too small. "I'm ruler," said Yertle, "of all that I see. But I don't see enough, that's the trouble with me. With this stone for a throne, I look down on my pond, but I can't look down on the places beyond. This throne that I sit on is too low down. It ought to be higher," he said with a frown. "If I could sit high, how much greater I'd be. What a king, I'd be ruler of all I could see." So Yertle the Turtle King lifted his hand, and Yertle the Turtle King gave a command. He ordered 9 turtles to swim to a stone, and using these turtles, he built up a throne. He made each turtle stand on another one's back, and he piled them all up in a 9-turtle stack. And then Yertle climbed up, and he sat down on the pile. With a wonderful view, he could see most a mile. "All mine," Yertle cried. "Oh, the things I now rule. I'm king of a cow, I'm king of a mule. I'm king of a house, and what's more beyond that, I'm king of a blueberry bush and a cat. I'm Yertle the Turtle, oh marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all that I see." And all through that morning he sat there up high, saying over and over, "A great king am I," until long about noon. Then he heard a faint sigh. "What's that?" snapped the king, and he looked down the stack, and he saw at the bottom a turtle named Matt, just a part of his throne. And this plain little turtle looked up, and he said, "Beg your pardon, King Yertle. I've pains in my back and my shoulders and knees. How long must we stand here, your majesty, please?" "Silence!" the king of the turtles barked back. "I'm king, and you're only a turtle named Mac. You stay in your place while I sit here and rule. I'm king of a cow, I'm king of a mule, I'm king of a house and a bush and a cat. And that isn't all, I'll do better than that. My throne shall be higher," his royal voice thundered. "So pile up more turtles, I want about 200. Turtles, more turtles," he bellowed and brayed, and the turtles way down in the pond were afraid. They trembled, they shook, but they came, they obeyed. From all over the pond they came swinging by dozens, whole families of turtles with uncles and cousins, and all of them stepped on the head of poor Mac. One after another they climbed up the stack. Then Yertle the Turtle was perched up so high, he could see 40 miles from his throne in the sky. "Hooray," shouted Yertle. "I'm king of the trees, I'm king of the birds, I'm king of the bees. I'm king of the butterflies, king of the air. Ah me, what a throne, what a wonderful chair. I'm Yertle the Turtle, oh marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all that I see." Then again from below in the great heavy stack came a groan from that plain little turtle named Mac. "Your majesty, please, I don't like to complain, but down here below we are feeling great pain. I know up on top you are seeing great sights, but down at the bottom we too should have rights. We turtles can't stand it, our shells will all crack. Besides, we need food, we're starving," groaned Mac. You hush up your mouth, howled the mighty King Yertle. You've no right to talk to the world's highest turtle. I rule from the clouds, over land, over sea. There's nothing, no nothing, that's higher than me. But while he was shouting, he saw with surprise that the moon of the evening was starting to rise, up over his head in the darkening skies. What's that, snorted Yertle? Say, what is that thing that dares to be higher than Yertle the king? I shall not allow it, I'll go higher still. I'll build my throne higher, I can and I will. I'll call some more turtles, I'll stack them to heaven. I need about 5,607. But Yertle the Turtle King lifted his hand and started to order and give the command. That plain little turtle below in the stack, that plain little turtle whose name was just Mac, decided he'd taken enough and he had. And that plain little lad got a little bit mad. And that plain little Mac did a plain little thing, he burped. And his burp shook the throne of the king. And Yertle the Turtle, the king in the trees, the king of the air, the birds and the bees, the king of a house, a cow and a mule. Well, that was the end of the Turtle King's rule. For Yertle, the king of Solomon's son, fell off his high throne and fell plunk in the pond. And today, the great Yertle, that marvelous he, is king of the mud, and that is all he can see. And the turtles, of course, all the turtles are free. As turtles, it may be all creatures should be. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to tune in next week for another episode of Sunday Storytime. Have a good week.
It's Miss Persani. Don't forget to like and share this video, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another episode. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, you rock. In 5, 4, 3.
Thing that's higher than me.
Really?
Buzz. No, fly guy. Buzz. Fly guy. Buzz. Fly guy. The end. Good night and have a good week.
Thanks for joining us for the last episode of Sunday Storytime. That stinks.
Okay.
It was so fast. We were just on one.
After the fall, take 4. In 5.
Thank you for watching, and please tune in for Thank you for watching, and please tune in next week for another episode of Sunday Storytime. Bye. Good night.